Hey, my name is PolishLynx. Welcome to Panzer Hearts, a war visual novel where we, well, basically technically finished the ending I wanted to see, but let's do the other one as well. Let's go, Counter Nefer. Let's see where this is going. I have to inform Counter as soon as possible. The rebels are up to something big. On arrival, I jump off my bike and not even bothering to park it properly. I ring the doorbell. It is normal to disturb your spirit this hour, but it's an extraordinary situation. Still, my nerves start to get to me. The door finally creaks open to a butler. He is finely clothed, suffused with the air of aristocracy. He looks me up and down this day. Good evening, sir. My name is Bastian. I work at the factory. I came to see Goldneck about an urgent matter.
Young boy, man, you must realize the hour. It is unacceptable to disturb superior officer, not to mention your employer. Talk to Colonel at the factory tomorrow, and remember to set up a meeting with the secretary before barging in. For we might be at war, manners will still exist within the Empire. The butler's arrogant attitude irritates me to the bone. He has no idea what's going on, but all I can do is remain calm. This is just another task which I can prove myself. There are standards and manufacturing. Okay, how dare you say something said. The second one is just ridiculous. Dear sir, I understand your reason, but if you knew the circumstances you would surely understand. The butler still seems suspicious, but there is a hint of criticism in his face. He moves over his options. I think I press harder. Would you be kind enough to tell the colonel that Bastian is here to see you? He will thank you for letting me in after I tell him what's going on. May I ask to what your matter pertains?
It's a matter of national security, and I must deliver the message directly to the colonel himself. He's displeased, but I think he realizes he's out of option.
Very well, young sir. Wait here, I will get the colonel.
After a pause, he drops his prim facade and adds ominously,
You better have some really precious information.
He shuts the door. Outside in the cold dark night, I hear his footsteps climbing the stairs. I feel humiliated. I want to teach him a lesson, but I must put my personal feelings aside for that moment. This is too important. Heavier footsteps trip down the stairs. The door opens.
Bastian, what are you doing here? Staying outside? Come on in!
Sir, I apologize for bothering you at this hour, but I have very important information that needs to be delivered immediately.
Come in first, we can talk inside.
Yes, sir. I follow Contra inside the house. Someone has put a lot of thought into decorating this place.
Hey, Bastian! How do you like the fabric on the chairs? Doesn't it bring life and energy to the room? I love the old stuff, but it doesn't hurt to experiment a little, don't you think?
Yeah, it looks really nice here. You're not only an actress, but also interior designer. Nefer laughs and tries to look humble, but I can see she's taken a light by my compliment.
It's nice you kids are getting along. Bastian, you get something to tell me, Nefer. Could you leave us for a moment?
Sure, Daddy!
Nefer flounces out of the living room. When she's gone, Contra grows a bit more serious. He gestures for me to sit on the couch next to the small table. He himself settles into his large armchair.
Okay, Bastian, what is it you wanted to tell me?
Sir, I have come across information that has grave consequences for the whole Empire.
I'm listening.
I'm afraid rebels are going to attempt to sabotage the Podul prototype.
How do you know this?
I hesitate, but there is no turning back. I heard it from another factory worker. I have to say her name. I'm sorry, Astrid.
From which factory worker? I didn't the name, Bastian.
Her name is Astrid. I think she's a covert agent. My Contra doesn't show any image shock. He looks at me quietly for a while. A shudder runs through me. Finally, I can set the silence and I tell him anything. There is something big happening tomorrow morning. I'm sure of it. Astrid didn't tell me that it is, but it must be to the Podul. She wanted me to come along and join the rebels. But I would never betray the Empire, sir. I did, fool. I came here to tell you the truth. You need to protect, not really immediately, I just wanted the other ending, to see the other ending, okay? You need to protect the factory, sir. There isn't a lot of time. After another excruciatingly long silence, Contra finally speaks.
Okay, Bastian, you have done well. Wait here.
Contra gets up and walks into the room. I hear him dialing a phone. After a few minutes, Contra comes back. When he steps into the living room, his shoulders seem stiff. It's impossible to read his expression.
Bastian, I'm going to the factory now to oversee preparations. You will stay here and study the blueprints of the Podul for their assembly tomorrow. You have shown your valor and allegiance for the Empire, and as a token of appreciation, I will appoint you as Chief Assembler for tomorrow's assembly.
Huh? Contra leaves the living room and soon comes back with a set of blueprints. It is like the same blueprint I've seen before. So no need to study it. Thanks, sir. I won't let you down, sir. Hearing the commotion, Nefer skims back in the room.
Daddy, you going somewhere?
Yes, Nefer to the factory. It will take a while. Bastian will stay here with you. Tell the butler to prepare the guest room for her.
Oh boy, I don't think he will be alone in that guest room. What is it, Daddy? Is he injured?
Don't worry about it.
Bastian, what's happening? Why are you telling me?
It's something very important. We have to act right now, or it might be too late. The colonel will take immediate precautions, and I will keep you company, so you don't have to be afraid, Nefer. Nefer bursts into laughter.
Stop talking like I'm 5-year-old.
Oh yeah, sorry, I just want to calm things down.
It's kind of cute for when you act all protective like that.
Ahem. Kids, I'm going to the factory now. Bastian, make sure to study the blueprints thoroughly and get plenty of sleep. Tomorrow is a big day.
I do my best to hide my grin. Yes, sir! And then I'm left alone with Nefer. My heart drops painfully. The excitement and release have made me extremely aware of my body. My lady, let me protect you. I take Nefer's hand and kiss it. Smelling her skin provokes to kick my body. A kick into my body. I look at her and suddenly I...
Stop it already, you're being foolish.
I just told Contar about Astrid and the resistance. That means she's in big trouble. She'll go to prison or worse. It is her own fault and now she has to pay. I shake off the thoughts of Astrid and start to feel the excitement building in my veins being in the presence of Nefer. I'm actually enjoying the moment, her scent slowly reaching each and every cell of my body. With Contar gone, Nefer says the opportunity to show me around the house.
Look at these chairs. What do you see?
Chairs? I see blue chairs. They're lined up very nicely around the table. Oh no, she's the same as him. In that, you know. Look at this. What do you see? Chairs.
All men are such imbeciles when it comes to decor. It's not blue, it's azure. I ordered the fabric from the Sutherlands to create a more layered atmosphere in the living room. The brownish colors here are so, you know, they don't convey an emotion. Brown is a composite color, so it doesn't stand out on its own. It just creates mixed feelings, not to mention beige is so last season.
Well, I didn't know she was an expert in colors.
But azure is great, strong, standalone color, it's pure, deep, infinite. Like the sky and the ocean. It opens one's mind to wonder, have you ever seen the ocean?
No, but I've been to the big lake in the cloudy forest and I saw some other lakes along the way to the front. I haven't really traveled much.
Wouldn't it be nice to travel? I would love to make a great round-the-world trip one day. Maybe after the war is over.
Yes, after the war is over, we'll travel around the world.
It's a deal then. Don't you dare forget it.
We both laugh. Nefer's eyes are twinkling, and tonight's hardship feels like it's drifting away.
Look at the flowers, aren't they beautiful?
Nefer points to a huge bouquet of fresh flowers in a vase along the mantel, which I can't see. Oh, you are talking about that? Sure, they are magnificent. Yeah, their beauty is only rivaled by you, Nefer. Nefer prances around the vase like a model in fashion show. She radiates power. She has a magnetic quality that draws every eye to her. Being so close to her, being able to smell her for such an extended time, I'm about to burst. In what way?
Why, thank you, Bastian. I've received this among many others from admirers. Since the Great Love premiered, I've gotten a lot of flowers. I've already lost count.
A thunder of jealousy strikes my body. I have dared to kill anyone daring to cart Nefer. I take a deep breath and try to keep up the conversation as casual as possible. Oh, that's great. It's a great sign for your career.
Yes, it is. I've gotten many new auditions. The admirers don't matter as my real work is down on the silver screen, but the attention does feel great.
Yeah, I can see it does. As well, awkwardness surges forth and engulfs us. Never seems slightly confused and is about to say something when the butler bursts into the living room.
Madam, I have prepared the guest bed for Master Bastian. Would you like me to escort him to the guest room?
Oh, no need to. I'll show him myself where it is.
Yes, madam.
The butler leaves, and it's back to just the two of us. I am suddenly very aware of how alone we are. Never must be feeling it too.
Well, I'm quite tired. I'll show you to the guest room. But first I want to show you my room. Cause it's so pretty. Wink, wink.
Actually, that's not really when she was winking. She dances down the hall, and I shuffle along and follow her. I follow her into her room, and it is, as she said, really pretty, meeting all my expectations of a high-class bedroom of a young woman of the Empire.
Isn't it pretty?
I mean, should be question mark probably. It is. I see you have also made decoration in here.
Yeah, of course I have. I couldn't be better sleeping in an uninspiring environment. I need to display beauty in my work, so I need to be surrounded by beauty too.
That does make sense, yes, but to be honest, your room doesn't even compare to your beauty, never. That just slipped out, but it was my honest opinion. Your room is really pretty. A bit childish, but pretty. I mean, technically she is a bit childish. On her dresser she has a mirror and 2 bottles of perfume. Maybe those hold the secret to her astonishing, intoxicating scent. Thinking of her scent makes me realize this room is absolutely full of her. I'm surrounded by Nefer's ubiquitous presence. Nefer's room alone is bigger than Astrid's apartment. This is what it's like to be rich. This could be my future. You know that? I made the right decision. Wait. You base your decision on that?
Thank you, Bastian.
I'm woken up from my dreamy contemplations by Nefer's voice. I look at her and feel tense emotions, or is it just lust? There's a brief silence. Nefer and I stare at each other, but neither of us move. Well,
I'm going to sleep. I'll see you in the morning.
She says, but I can't make myself leave. Our eyes are drawn to one another. I take a deep breath, sucking all the sweet scent of hers in me. And finally, I can't hold back anymore. I start across the room and take Nefer in my arms. She seems surprised, but she doesn't resist. I kiss her with all the violence of passion, and she demurely kisses me back. Somehow I pull away from her and take her hand. She smiles at me, a mischievous smile, and together we fall into her bed. We start kissing again, taking our clothes off. I have never felt like this before. I am powerful, I'm in control. I am strong. And then Contars enter the bedroom. That would be cool. Next morning I wake up in the first room, surrounded by opulence and luxury. In a chambers, everything from yesterday comes back to me. I betrayed my family. I betrayed Astrid. Nefer sleeps quietly next to me, my prize for yesterday's decision. She's so beautiful, the brightest flower of the Empire. I run my finger across the small of her back. What? Nefer opens her eyes. She's actually pretty well endowed, it appears. I grin at her and she smiles back at me.
Bastian, good morning.
I stand beside her under the blanket. I breathe her in my ear. There's one thing I've been meaning to ask you. She looks me in the eyes. Her gaze is like 1,000 daggers piercing my soul.
What is it?
This might be a bit weird, but...
Bastian, get up! It's time to head to the factory!
Contar is just outside the door. Yes sir, I'll be right there! By the lights of Hador, it's late already. Really? That's what's bothering you? Never tries to restrain her giggles.
You better hurry, soldier boy.
Never, I need to go. Oh, I don't want to.
When the duty calls you go, we're quite used to that.
I kiss Never and scramble out the door. Contar is waiting for me in the living room. He has a look on his face like he knows what happened. To be honest, he always has that look. I should keep my calm, but I can't hide anything around him.
Let's go, we have no time to waste.
Yes, sir! The familiar sound of metal hitting metal echoes around the yard, but it feels different now. An eeriness embraces us as we get out of Contra's car. It's quiet, but after a while, I notice figures in between the buildings. Protection guard soldiers with machine guns are positioned all around the yard. Wolves awaiting their prey.
Bastian, come with me.
Yes, sir! The protection guard soldiers perform the salute as we walk into the assembly hall. I feel powerful. Privileged? The feeling is intoxicating. Everything set and ready?
Yes, Colonel, we seem to have the perimeter and are in camouflage. The rebels have no idea what they're walking into.
Excellent.
Contra glanced at his watch.
We don't have a lot of time. Let's get ready. Keep the shit working so everything will seem perfectly normal.
Yes, sir.
The protection guard officer salutes and leaves to disseminate orders to his men. Contra take position on a platform high up above the assembly hall. We hide behind a crate and wait for the action to begin. The shift below is dutifully at work, small cogs in the big machine. And then there is movement. 5, at least 5. Resistance soldiers pass through the assembly tank pieces, as apparently trying to find their way to the prototype. What they don't know is that the prototype pieces have already been removed to the another assembly hall. I try to look, but I can't see fast into this with them. I steal my face. In front of Contra, I must be strong and in control. My eyes watch at the scene, but my heart plummets into a dark abyss. Protection guard soldiers sneak along behind the resistance. None of the rebels have any idea what's coming for them. Adrenaline courses through my veins. My heart pumps violently. I want to jump down into the situation. I want to. Contra puts a hand on my shoulder.
Easy, son. These are our best men. Handpicked for situations like this. The rebels stand no chance.
I meet Contra's eyes and make a silent vow to protect the Empire for the rest of my life, no matter what happens. Then, with expert precision, the protection guard says the unsuspecting resistance soldiers are behind. All are imminently disarmed, no bloodshed, not a single shell fired. They truly are the greatest soldiers I have ever seen. In one swift throw, all the rebels are thrown to the ground. Echoes of shots circling from outside, explosions, screams. I've thrown back to my single battlefield experience, the sheer terror of grazing death. As abruptly as it began, the noise ends. I assume the protection guard did as well outside as they did in here.
That is how the Empire takes care of its enemies, like a bolt of lightning.
Yes, sir, that was a great job skill. I wish I could be a soldier like that.
Who knows, Bastian? Maybe someday you will be. But for now, remember the work you do here at the factory is extremely important. What you did by bringing this tribal blood to my knowledge, that was heroism. You set aside your things and made the rational choice. That makes you an exceptional young man.
Thanks, sir. I'm grateful for words. They mean a lot to me.
I'm only speaking the truth. Bastian, I can tell you something.
Contra has a relieved, serious look in his face.
I knew your father.
I have reason base. Contra knows that.
Bastian, I'm sorry that I haven't told you sooner. But I need to make sure you wouldn't think my allegiance to your father will be in factoring me as I think here. You have proven yourself true and only as yourself, not as anyone's son. Your father was a great soldier. We followed his the Grand War. He was far braver and more gallant than I ever was. Sadly, as it too often is, the best ones are taken from us.
Contra's words stir profuse emotion in me, and a lone tear falls down my cheek.
You really remind me of your father, Bastian. You, just as him, are a man of valor. You grew to be a man worthy of your legacy, and that makes me proud.
Thank you, sir.
Now let's go see what the damage is.
A sharp pain cuts through my stomach. My father. Even if Contra congratulated me, the truth is I betrayed my father and everything he believed in. I suppress my mounting anxiety and follow Contra. Decisions have to be made. They are not always easy. I step outside, and a sight strikes me in the face. Bodies lying on the ground, resistant bodies. Is Astrid among them? I don't see her, but she could very well be lying amongst the dead. I shiver. Keeping my head down, I follow Contra. The protection guard officer salutes us, brimming with pride.
Sir, the enemy was halted with no casualties. The operation was a decisive success.
Thank you. I didn't expect anything less from your man. Clear the yard and interrogate the survivors. Here is our chance to crush the rebels once and for all.
Yes, sir.
Bastian, it's time for your mission. The podal prototype pieces are already being moved to the assembly area. Let's get to it.
Yes, sir.
Contra heads toward the assembly hall.
Sir?
Contra turns back to look at me. Yes, Bastian.
Sir, there's something I haven't told you yet.
What is it, Bastian?
My mother died yesterday.
What? Why didn't you tell me sooner?
Sir, the matter at hand was too urgent. She's still home, lying there on the floor. I anticipate tears, but no calm. Grief kills me, but it's like my body doesn't know how to communicate sadness anymore. The words my mother told me are in my throat, fighting come out. I bite my lips so I don't spill anything.
Bastian, let me take care of it. I will arrange for her body to be collected and buried properly so she will be fit for the afterlife. We'll have a funeral ceremony for her next week.
Thank you, sir.
Do you have anyone to go to?
Oh, sir, mother was the only family I had.
Tonight you will dine with us. Nefer and I will figure out where you go from here.
I can't express my gratitude enough. Sir, I'm overwhelmed by your hospitality.
Bastian will take care of our road. I should have realized how much sooner your mother was in such a bad shape.
I apologize for that.
We were such good friends, father. I wish I would have taken care of your family sooner. Well, I'm going to do it from now on.
Thanks, sir.
Now, let's assemble the podal.
Yes, sir. And he will take care of your daughter. As Gunter said, the pieces of the podal tank prototype are ready, brought here by 2 huge trucks. The pieces are tremendously huge, just the third piece takes up almost the whole truck platform.
Bastian, you will lead the podal prototype assembly team today. You are in charge of Hans and the others.
Are you kidding me? Isn't it going a bit too far?
You are now an assembly supervisor. I expect to handle this task swiftly and efficiently.
Yes, sir. Hans must be pissed. Hans and 2 other factory workers stand at attention.
Bastian, sir, the assembly team is ready for work.
Thank you, Hans. Get out of the way. Thank you, Hans. Very good. I'll execute the assembly myself. Good work having everything ready so soon after the rebel disturbance. I know Hans wanted to be the one building the podal, but I am his boss now. He has to listen to me. He's weird, but at the same time, I'm untouchable. If he's good, Hans should not have called me a brat. I know he will never do that again. I climb the crane operator's cabin and start the assembly. It would be funny if we could fail. I step down from the crane operator's cabin. The podal. The machine that will win the war for us. She looks magnificent.
Well done.
Contra applause. The small crowd of people gathered follow his lead.
Bravo. Now let's look at it together. Bastian, describe the machine to us.
Yes, sir. This AF-inspired machine, the podal, weighs 188 tons. Oh my god, we are going through this again. So heavy she can't cross bridges. It's the same text. She's equipped with a snorkel for the crewmen to breathe through when the tank is submerged during river crossing. She's the biggest tank ever. And the armor is its strength. You know, it is built of very thick armor in every places. All of the places basically. And there is no tank that has side and rear armor like it. Please, the main gun is a killer. I mean, it's basically the largest flak gun. So yeah, it's practically, basically the tank is indestructible. And that's why she's a breakthrough gun. She will crush enemy lines and our accompanying infantry will deal with the panicked enemy.
Thank you, Bastian. Super work with the assembly. The tank crew will take her to a surely successful test ride. Dismissed.
We scatter as the soldiers take over. On the way out, I exchange a glance with Hans, but no words. I've made an enemy, but I'm not afraid. I'm allied with the most powerful man in the factory. Hans starts cleaning up as Contra approaches us. I mean me.
Great work, Bastian. We'll meet at the yard after the shift ends.
Thanks, sir. Contra leaves, and I oversee the cleanup. The day goes by slowly. I order Hans and the other workers to complete their tasks and run a few errands. Occasionally my thoughts start to drift, but I focus on the task at hand to avoid too much of that. It's not easy to focus on only the present, but this is my path now. I must walk it, come what may. When the bell finally rings to signal the end of the day, I head outside into the dwindling twilight. The factory chimneys are still pushing out their smoke. The birds are still singing. The bank still rests on their racks. Only one of them is missing.
Bastian, let's go.
Contra has appeared behind me. Yes, sir. We climb the Contra's car and head off. Contra's chef has prepared us a wonderful dinner. There are varieties of meat, dumplings, gravy, splendid wine from the south, not to mention the extraordinary sauerkraut. Contra, Nefer, some officers, and myself are in attendance. Contra and the officers spend most of the dinner walk talking about the new Podul tank and how it will help the Empire secure the final victory. After we've eaten, the waiter pours sparkling wine for us.
Thank you all for coming. I'm very happy about today's achievement. It brings me great pleasure to see all of you here. Let us toast to the Empire.
All raise their glasses.
Long live the Empire, long live the Empire, let Anubis guide our way.
Long live the Empire, long live the Empire, let Anubis guide our way.
Yeah, okay, the same as above. Same as above.
Same as above.
I look at Nefer. She looks at me. Contra notices.
And my dear young ones, you are the ones who will take the Empire to its future.
Say what?
To its future!
To its future.
Everyone beams at one another. I haven't seen so much joy in a room in years.
I have an announcement to make. As you can notice, young Bastian has shown extreme valor in both being a combat veteran.
Okay, let's not go this far, man.
He literally... How can you call someone like that a combat veteran, man?
This is ridiculous. And quickly establishing a victorious car in our factory. Yeah, something like that is not possible.
Also, my dear daughter never has just received a role in the new blockbuster movie.
Everyone claps and cheers. The waiter pours more sparkling wine. I look at Nefer. She will become a star. She has everything it takes. I smile at her and she smiles back at me. And she smiles back at me. I smile back at her. And so this continues. The endless circle.
These two fine young things make me proud. They are the backbone of the Empire. And what the Empire needs in order to keep prospering are new soldiers, new workers.
And wait, no.
And new mothers. Uh-oh. Family is what unites us.
All the officers around us nod to each other.
Therefore, I decided to accept Bastian's proposal to Nefer. Congratulations.
What proposal?
What are you talking about, dude? I never proposed.
What? Contra accepted my proposal to Nefer, but
I haven't proposed.
Everyone applauds. What's happening? I look at Nefer. She's a little shy, ashamed maybe, but most of all obedient.
I look at Contra. He smiles triumphantly, full of power, a man who can and will get everything he wants. All I can do is join the chorus of joy. For a fleeting moment I think of mother, Bruno, father. His bum must be looking at me now with disgust. But I had to decide what's best for me. This is my lifetime.
Everything for the final victory. Whatever it might be. Huh. That was a little weird. Accept a proposal without actual proposal. He must have felt a bit uncomfortable. But okay. Okay. That's how the second ending looks. Alright. We've gone through a little bit of a weird story. Enjoyable story, but not, at least for me, not likable main character. mean, I think I started to liking him maybe in the first route we played through at the very end, but aside from that, he was kind of an annoyance. Anywho, the story itself was super enjoyable, so yeah. Despite the fact that you can't get promoted that fast. Anywho, hope you enjoyed. See you in the next game. Bye bye.